Before I start, please subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. I want to know how you would handle a situation like this. It all began with a text that hit me harder than any fight or argument ever had. I was at work when my phone buzzed. The message was short, almost casual. Don't wait up, might be late tonight. At first, I told myself I was overthinking. She had been staying late at work a lot lately. That's all. I could handle that. But there was something in the way the words were typed, detached, almost careless, that made my chest tighten. Over the next few days, subtle signs began gnawing at me. Her phone would buzz constantly, but she would shield it from me whenever I walked into the room. Missed calls from numbers I didn't recognize. Little excuses that didn't add up. I had a drink with a colleague. We were brainstorming late for the project. Or the most dangerous one of all. You're imagining things, I'm fine. I tried to convince myself it was paranoia. Maybe I was imagining it. Maybe I had become suspicious because of my own insecurities. But deep down, I knew something had changed. I could feel it in the way she laughed at her phone, in the way she flinched when I entered the room, in the way her eyes avoided mine for just a fraction too long. The night that broke me started innocuously enough. She said she was going out with friends, just a casual night out. I didn't think much of it. I wanted to trust her. But as the hours ticked by and texts became infrequent, I couldn't shake the knot of unease tightening in my stomach. Then, around midnight, the proof fell into my lap, not literally, but in the worst possible way. A mutual friend called me, voice trembling. Hey, I don't know how to say this, but I just saw Emily at a bar downtown with another man. They weren't just talking. I felt the air leave my lungs. My hands shook. My mind spun. Could this be true? My Emily, the woman I had spent a decade building a life with, was unfaithful? I wanted to doubt it, but I couldn't. Something in me knew the truth before I even confirmed it. I drove home in silence, every red light feeling like a lifetime. When I arrived, the house was dark, the silence deafening. And then she came in, humming lightly, oblivious to the storm raging inside me. I could feel the rage, the betrayal, the heartbreak, all bubbling to the surface. I didn't speak at first. I just watched her, the woman I had trusted with everything, walking into our home like nothing had happened. And then I said it. Where were you tonight? She hesitated, eyes flicking away, and that hesitation was enough. My heart sank. Don't lie to me, I said quietly, voice tight with pain. Finally, she admitted it. I stayed at his place, she confessed, voice small, almost ashamed. I didn't want to hurt you. I couldn't hear the rest. The words hit me like a freight train. My chest ached. My hands shook. Years of shared memories. Quiet mornings, late-night talks, vacations, birthdays flashed through my mind, each one suddenly tinged with betrayal. I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I simply walked to the door, and in one motion, slammed it shut behind her. The sound echoed through the house like a verdict. And in that instant, everything changed. The following days were a haze of grief, anger, and disbelief. I kept thinking about all the small signs I had ignored, the moments that now felt like lies. Her laughter, her reassurances, her promises. They all seemed like illusions now. I questioned everything, including myself. Had I missed something earlier? Could I have prevented this? But alongside the heartbreak, there was clarity. I realized that love alone couldn't repair what had been broken. Trust, once shattered, cannot be glued back together with apologies. And while I still felt love for her, I knew that I had to choose myself, my self-respect, and my peace. Eventually, she tried to come back, to explain, to apologize. I listened quietly, letting her speak her remorse. She admitted guilt, spoke of confusion, of temptation, of moments she wished she could undo. I saw the remorse, yes, but I also saw the choice she had made, and I knew that some choices leave permanent marks. I made my own choice then. I would not let her betrayal define me, but I also could not let her continue to live in my life as if nothing had happened. I asked her to leave. She didn't protest much. I think she knew deep down that this time the door was final. Sitting alone afterward, I felt a mix of emotions I can barely put into words. loss, heartbreak, anger, but also a strange sense of liberation. Painful, yes, but also freeing. I realize that closure doesn't always come from confrontation or revenge. Sometimes it comes quietly from making a decision that honors yourself and your values. Looking back, I still remember the small moments, the mornings we shared coffee, the quiet smiles, the laughter. And yes, it hurts that they're forever tinged with betrayal. But I also know now that love is not enough if trust is gone. I know that protecting your heart sometimes means letting go, even when it feels impossible. Healing came slowly, one day at a time. I focused on myself, on my friends, on the life I still had. I learned that heartbreak, while devastating, can also be a teacher, reminding you what you deserve, what you will no longer tolerate, and what it means to rebuild. Even now, I carry the memory of that night with me, not as a wound that festers, but as a reminder of my strength, of my ability to choose myself, and the quiet power in walking away from betrayal.